biggest secret about psychological strategies that no one has told you. All right, let's talk about something that's going to completely transform the way you live your life, guaranteed. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just don't get the recognition, the priority, or the respect you deserve? Whether it's at work, in your relationships, or even when it comes to your own goals, it feels like you're always one step behind. Here's the truth. Everything you thought you knew about getting ahead, about being noticed, about commanding respect, it's all wrong. And today I'm going to reveal 5 powerful psychological strategies that will flip the script and put you in the driver's seat of your life. These aren't your average self-help tips. These are practical, science-backed techniques that you can start using right now to get the priority you deserve. Now stay with me, because I promise you, once you start applying these strategies, you'll wonder how you ever managed without them. This isn't just about feeling good, this is about real tangible change in how people perceive and treat you. So let's get into it. Number 1, stop doing things without a clear goal. This mistake could cost you everything, and I mean everything. Have you ever found yourself spinning your wheels, putting in all the effort, but not seeing any real progress? Maybe you're trying to learn a new skill, break a bad habit, or even just get your life in order. But no matter what you do, it feels like you're stuck. The harsh truth is, without a clear, compelling goal, your brain just doesn't see the point. It's like trying to navigate without a map. You're wandering aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon success. Here's the secret that no one tells you: set crystal clear, actionable goals. And I'm not talking about vague aspirations like be happier or get in shape. No, you need to be specific down to the smallest detail. Let's say your goal is to get fit. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, break it down. I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by jogging 3 times a week and cutting out sugar. See the difference? Your brain now has a roadmap, and that's exactly what it needs to stay motivated. When your brain knows exactly what you're working towards, it kicks into high gear. Suddenly, everything becomes more manageable. Each step you take has a purpose, and that sense of direction will not only boost your motivation, but also make others notice your determination. People are drawn to those who know where they're going, so start setting those clear goals today, and watch as your efforts start paying off. Number 2, the dark secret behind leadership no one wants to admit. Leadership, what comes to mind when you hear that word? Probably someone standing at the front of a room, commanding attention, maybe even someone born with that elusive it factor. But here's the thing, that image is a lie. The biggest secret about leadership is that it's a skill, not a trait. You don't have to be the loudest, the smartest, or even the most experienced person in the room to be a great leader. What you do need is clear communication and the ability to inspire others. Let me break this down for you. Think about the last time you were in a group setting, maybe at work, or even with friends, and someone asked for a decision or opinion. What did you do? Did you speak up, or did you wait for someone else to take the lead? The truth is, effective leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about being the one who steps up, who listens to everyone's input, and who guides the group toward a solution. You can start practicing this today. The next time you're in a group discussion, don't just sit back and let others take control. Be the one who acknowledges everyone's ideas, then offer a clear path forward. Even if you don't have the perfect solution, your willingness to steer the conversation will set you apart. People will start seeing you as someone they can rely on, someone who can bring clarity and direction to any situation. And guess what? When people start seeing you this way, they'll naturally prioritize your input and follow your lead. But that's not all. Here's another key to effective leadership that no one talks about: emotional intelligence. Leaders who succeed aren't just good at giving orders, they're good at reading the room. They know when to push, when to pull back, and how to connect with people on an emotional level. This doesn't mean being overly sentimental. It means being aware of the emotions in play and using that awareness to guide your actions. Start paying attention to the emotions of the people around you. Notice how they react to different situations and adjust your approach accordingly. Maybe your team is stressed out. Rather than pushing them harder, acknowledge their stress and offer a solution that addresses it. This kind of emotional awareness not only makes you a more effective leader, but also builds trust. And trust is the foundation of any successful relationship, personal or professional. Number 3, stop letting your emotions control you. Here's how. We've all been there, those moments when your emotions take over, and before you know it, you've said or done something you regret. It's normal, we're all human. But here's the thing, when you let your emotions run the show, you're handing over your power. You're letting the situation control you instead of the other way around. And when that happens, you lose credibility. The good news, you can take that power back. The secret is to understand and manage your emotions effectively. Here's a simple technique you can start using right now. Whenever you feel a strong emotion bubbling up, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I feeling? And why? Identifying your emotions is the first step to controlling them. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can choose how to respond rather than reacting on impulse. This small change in how you handle your emotions can make a massive difference in your life. Imagine being in a heated argument but staying calm and collected, or being able to navigate a stressful situation at work without breaking a sweat. When you demonstrate this kind of emotional control, people notice. They start to see you as someone who can handle pressure, who won't crack under stress, and who can be trusted in tough situations. And that trust, that's gold. It's what makes people prioritize you, seek your opinion, and respect your decisions. But emotional control isn't just about keeping a cool head in the heat of the moment. It's also about being aware of your emotional triggers and working to manage them over time. Maybe you get angry when someone questions your ideas, or you feel anxious in social situations. Whatever your triggers are, start paying attention to them. Notice the situations that set them off and develop strategies to manage your responses. This could mean practicing deep breathing, reframing your thoughts, or even just taking a step back to cool down. Over time, you'll find that you're not only better at managing your emotions, but also more confident in yourself. And that confidence will show in everything you do, from your work to your personal relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who are in control of their emotions, and they'll start to prioritize you because they know they can count on you to stay calm and focused, no matter what. Number 4, this one change could boost your memory and learning like never before. Ever wonder why some things stick in your memory like glue, while others just slip away? It's not magic, it's science. And the secret lies in focus and repetition. Our brains are incredibly powerful, but they're also easily distracted. When you're trying to learn something new or remember important details, the key is to eliminate distractions and give your full attention to the task at hand. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're studying for an important exam, but your phone keeps buzzing, the TV's on in the background, and your mind is wandering to everything except what's in front of you. Sound familiar? This kind of scattered focus is the enemy of memory and learning. Your brain needs a calm, focused environment to absorb and retain information effectively. So here's what you do when you're trying to learn something new. Turn off the distractions. Put your phone on silent. Find a quiet space and set aside specific time blocks to focus solely on that task. But don't stop there. Repetition is equally crucial. Don't just read through your notes once and call it a day. Revisit them regularly. Write down what you've learned. Talk about it with someone else, and test yourself frequently. This reinforces the information in your brain and makes it stick. But let's take it a step further. To really boost your memory, try something called active recall. This is a technique where instead of just passively reviewing information, you actively test yourself on it. For example, instead of reading through a list of facts, close the book and see how many you can remember. Then check yourself. The act of recalling information strengthens the neural pathways in your brain, making it easier to remember in the future. And here's the kicker, this doesn't just apply to studying. Whether you're trying to remember names at a party, learn a new skill at work, or even just remember your grocery list, the principles are the same. Focus, eliminate distractions, and repeat what you've learned. Over time, you'll find that your memory improves, and people will start to notice how sharp and reliable you are. They'll come to you when they need someone who remembers the details, who's dependable, and who can be trusted to get things done. Number 5, the hidden strategy that makes people trust you instantly. We've saved the best for last. This is a technique so powerful that it can make people trust you instantly, without you even saying a word. It's all about non-verbal communication. We often focus on what we say, but here's the truth. How we say it, our body language, eye contact, tone of voice can be even more important. Think about it. Have you ever had a conversation where the other person's words didn't match their tone or body language? Maybe they said they were fine, but their crossed arms and lack of eye contact told a different story. Our brains are hardwired to pick up on these nonverbal cues, and they play a huge role in how we perceive others. So, how do you use this to your advantage? Start by maintaining good eye contact. This doesn't mean staring someone down, but rather making sure you're looking them in the eye when you're speaking or listening. It shows that you're engaged, confident, and trustworthy. Next, pay attention to your posture. Stand or sit up straight, and lean slightly forward when you're talking to someone. This subtle body language signals that you're interested and involved in the conversation. But don't forget about your tone of voice. The way you say something can completely change its meaning. A calm, steady tone conveys confidence and reliability, while a shaky or rushed tone might suggest uncertainty or nervousness. Practice speaking in a way that's clear, deliberate, and confident. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Once you master these nonverbal cues, you can start using them to build instant rapport with anyone. Whether you're in a job interview, meeting someone new, or trying to close a deal, your body language can make all the difference. People will start to feel that they can trust you, that you're someone who's confident, competent, and worth listening to. And that trust, it's the foundation of getting the priority you deserve. But here's a bonus tip. Be mindful of the non-verbal cues others are giving you. Communication is a two-way street, and by being aware of the signals others are sending, you can adjust your approach accordingly. If someone seems closed off, arms crossed, avoiding eye contact, try to put them at ease by softening your own body language. If they're leaning in and making strong eye contact, it's a good sign they're engaged and interested in what you're saying. By tuning into these signals, you can create a more effective, meaningful connection with others. So there you have it, 5 powerful psychological strategies that can change the way people perceive and prioritize you. Start applying these techniques today and watch as you become the person who gets noticed, who gets listened to, and who gets things done. Whether it's in your personal life, your career, or your relationships, these strategies are your secret weapon for success. And hey, before you go, if you found these tips helpful, don't just sit on them, put them into action. Hit that like button, drop a comment with the strategy you're going to try first, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Remember, the key to success isn't just knowing what to do, it's actually doing it. So start today, and let's see where these strategies take you.